In the star-studded crowd, we have Sabon, Salomon, and Maurice Haber. Both of them coming off extremely interesting years. Mo, we'll start with you. Give us a quick recap on what happened with unfinished business.
Well, as you guys know, I think we had a great team, starting with Eddie Rishti, Salim Levy. We had a great hitting team. We started off unbelievable, and unfortunately, what got us done was our pitching at the end. As Steve Azer, I thought he was one of the best pitchers in the league, but came to the playoffs and just didn't materialize.
What really happened with Sammy Sutton? It seems that you wrote a letter and signed it with his name. Can you confirm or deny this?
Sammy Sutton, that's a whole different story. The real story will come out right now. Bottom line is, he said some comments that really irritated me, and I was looking for any excuse to try to bench him. I found it, but he called me about 150 times. I couldn't concentrate on business, so I ended up writing the letter, and he approved it. So that's the real story.
Now over to Sabon. Just last year was in the World Series and now became a captain this year. Looked like he was on the right path. But in retrospect, going back to the draft, day one, when you kept drafting, hitting, and went with Moses, what would you have done differently if you could do it again?
I would change my whole philosophy next year if I decide I want to come back as captain. I would definitely go for a top-rated pitcher. You obviously cannot win without pitching. The proof is right in front of us over here. You have Yedid versus A.B. Saka. Guys like Moses and these young guys are nowhere to be found as usual. And I would definitely, go for one of the top guys.
Now, your hitters, even the big hitters that you did draft, didn't really come through for you this year. And why do you think that was? Is that a reflection of your style of being a captain, or was it just that they had bad years for different reasons?
I would definitely think it was different reasons. I had nothing to do with the poor performance of guys that get picked 9, 10, and 20. These are guys that are supposedly proven guys, and you know what? It wasn't even that they were so bad. The hitting was not bad. It was okay. It was not great. The pitching was our demise. The walks lead to hard hits and errors, and things happen. I'm not putting any blame on anybody, but you need pitching in this league to win. End of story.
Now, Maurice, as a captain for many years, what did you think when you picked up the paper or watched YMSL and you saw that Sabon was making a huge pitching change towards the end of the season and actually benched Moses Eastman? Did you think it was the right move? Was it too late, too early? What would you have done?
First of all, I think it was he did it too late. I think I would have made that move after week 2 just to see what was going on. I think it was a great move. I don't know why that kid Mikey doesn't get a chance in this league. I saw him pitch in a tournament last week or 2 weeks ago, and the guy pitched very well. So I think he made that move very late, and I would have never picked that kind of team, so I would have been in that position.
Back over here for a second. I'll have you know that the week we did play Haber's team, we happened to be missing our first pick, Farka, and Stefan Batesh, I believe, was at the hair club for men for the weekend.
Yeah. Bosley, he was at Bosley, I believe. Right, yeah.
He was by Bosley and looking into a couple.
What did David Farka hit this year?
David
Under
Farka,
200?
No, Farka hit low 4s, I believe.
Okay.
But that's not the point. The point is that with having to bat Moses and Thornman, we split.
Yeah. You split. You beat us one game?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
7-6.
I thought we swept you. Honestly, I really believe we swept you.
Do you think Maurice is getting too old to be a captain if you can't even remember what happened just a couple of weeks ago?
No, he's definitely not too old to be a captain. Casey Stengel could still run a
Jack McKeon
at 90,
right?
So Maurice could do it at 90. But I think another couple seasons, Maurice should probably retire and go full-time to the Egyptian League.
Where, Tahina League, by the way, it's the Tahina League.
In between innings, they throw backgammon dice and dip tahina and rub it all over.
Why are you making fun of my league?
Your culture.
I don't understand. That's my culture. Honestly, you have a problem with Egyptians or something?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean,
Wait, is it true that, Norman, your contract is up this year?
Well, actually, my contract is not up for another 2 years.
Oh.
But breaking news, what I discovered this morning is that Douglas DeWeck's contract is up, and that Bobby is considering a reality show to test out different analysts to replace Douglas. My contract is not up, so no one's replacing me just yet. But from what we hear, early front runners, amongst others, are both Maurice Haber and Michael Sabon to sit on the couch for the YMSL.
I'd like to say I really believe I could work very well with Michael Salomon, even after those comments that he just made, those negative comments. But the guy's a class act. In his own mind, he really he brings out life in everything he does. So I really think we can get along together. What do you think, Mike?
Well, after I wipe your lipstick off my ass, yes, I would like to say, yes, I do believe we could definitely work together. I think this has been in the talks for a while. If it was up to me at the studios, I would not renew Douglas. I mean, I think the ratings are going down steadily. Bottom line is, if this network knows what's good for itself, you come in, you talk to us, you make us some kind of sweet deal. Maybe every week Mike's Hot Chicken Wings is sitting there waiting for us. We're not coming for nothing. But trust me, you will have more viewers, more talk, more tahina, and more everything.
Now, Michael, do you think you're ready for primetime TV on a regular network channel like YMSL? Because you did call in one time and unlaced a tirade of foul language, and you know, we have young viewers, we have we have viewers all across the globe, and do you think you're ready to tone it down? This is not cable TV just yet.
This is me, okay? You want to make a sister station and go to satellite TV, we'll have an uncensored station. We'll warn all the parents out there, if you want to watch, don't let your youngsters at home watch, don't let the aguzes at home watch for heart attack reasons. It's for the league only. It would be no holds barred, and then we would really see what the ratings are. And yes, I'm ready for any kind of prime time. I think the interviews over the years have proven this time and time again. I think the public demands someone like me on the station. I mean, do you want to just continue watching this and Douglas and Bobby with his ridiculousness? I mean, come on. Really, you want humor, you want action, you want hacky, you bring in guys like me and Haber. You want stale talk of bingo every night?
You want quality, you bring me in.
Yeah, wait a minute, let's bring in another show.
I want to hear this guy. He called in. I want to know if that's the truth.
It wasn't me.
That was him. That was his exact point. That was your, I know your voice for 20 years. That was you.
Guess what? You don't know me that well. It wasn't me.
That was not my man. And I'll have everybody know out there that the week before someone called in as me, and it was not me. I know who the culprit is. He came to me and admitted it. And I still never heard it. But
the imitation of you was not as good
as Asher.
But I think it was really Asher that called in. Was it you or was it not you? Can you clear this up?
Give me the damn mic, man. It was absolutely not me. We know who it is, and he's been relieved of his duties as YMSL personnel.
Okay, now on YMSL we call it as it is. If you all know who it is, and you all claim you could be great analysts, who was it?
He's wearing a purple yarmulke right over there, that kid, Benjamin. I don't remember his first name.
I think it was Benji Martyr. Was it Benji?
Was it Benji Martyr? Benjamin Martyr.
No, Benjamin Martyr was hammered. He wasn't able to make it. He wasn't able to imitate me because he had about 10 too many drinks.
Now, Michael, Maurice, as captains, if you had somebody show up inebriated to one of your games, a playoff game no less, what would be the course of action?
Speaking about inebriated, there was a veteran over there named Richie Braha. Now, for the past 10 or 12 to 15 years, the guy has come totally A1 sober to every game, but I'm sure back in the heyday, Maurice could probably attest to this.
Yes.
There's been nights where he did show up with 6 to 7 pints of vodka in the system.
And a couple of things under his lips, and you know, I believe so. But going back to your question, Norman, that kid would have been out the second he got there, and I would have played with no right fielder. That's what I would have done.
Wow. Now,
He's stuck with them like Enron, you want to say, basically?
Correct.
Okay.
Is there any truth that some people, like the 86 Mets, let's say, could get hammered the night before and still be able to perform the right way, or does he automatically get the bench?
Okay, go ahead.
Just like mixing cocktails, it's all about chemistry. These guys were doing coke, stoopies, heroin,
In between
God
innings, the
knows
Mets were
what was
doing
going on.
Strawberry.
Which year are you talking about?
We can't use the words.
86 Mets.
Oh,
They were
the
getting
86 Mets. Yeah, Keith Hernandez.
86
yeah.
Mets in between innings. There was some stuff we can't even repeat on video.
Right, much like
Michael
Maurice's
could repeat it.
Tahina,
Michael-
playing dice and rubbing hummus on Ike Mozeri. The Mets were doing all kinds of other things like
100%.
that.
Right.
What do you think of those allegations about you and Ike Mozeri?
Unjust. The guy's a good guy. He's selling pizza. Go out there and buy his original Mozeri's pizza. It tastes great.
Well,
You have stock in this company?
Yeah, I do.
I
gave
think
him the
that
money.
comment of Maurice plugging the pizza place just proved that the cakes of tahina rubbing is indeed
I
fact.
need my investment back.
there you have it, folks.
Plus 10%.
Maurice Haber, longtime captain. Michael Mount Sabon, first-time captain, maybe a last-time captain after his watch out performance. By the way, Michael, you predicted everyone to watch out, and you ended up going to win another 2 games. You filed the paperwork with the league to change your name.
I'll have you know the name Watch Out came from Watch Out. We'll be out of the playoffs early. You're not going to see me so much, so watch the fuck out.
Wow. Come on, man.
What's going on?
Was there a beat?
There you have it, folks. 3 candidates to take over Douglas DeWeck's job for next year. Maurice Haber, Douglas Ashear, and Michael.
Excuse me, Douglas. No.
David Ashear.
Wow. Only Douglas have been
We
kind
gotta beep that out instead of the cursive.
You're
Right,
right.
we'll
Keep
beep
the
that out.
F-bombs going. There's no restrictions.
David Ashear and Michael Mount Sabon. Thank you guys for joining us. Back to the studio.